the long winter time.
Rules were brought in a number of years ago for what they would call zombie knives, anything that glorified violence, anything like that, which I'm largely in favour of. They've taken a step further. So now, as of that date, there'll be a general amnesty where you can hand in knives that are now illegal, or that you just might not even want, that don't conform to the new regs. Okay? And we'll do a couple of examples of what is and isn't okay. But the short form is it will be any knife that is over 8 inches from handle to tip and has got a number of features on it which could make it illegal. So that could be on the back end of the edge, on the reverse of the edge, you might have serrated edges. Well, now, if it's over 8 inches and it's got more than 2 inches of serrated edge, it's illegal, right? If it's over 8 inches and it's got multiple points, it's illegal. If it's over 8 inches and it's got more than one hole in the blade, then it's also illegal. If it's got any sort of graphic, signage, anything like that, wording that glorifies or encourages violence, like what they would attribute to like a so-called zombie knife, it's illegal. Okay, now I was discussing it with a relation of mine, and he brought out some of the knives that he had and different things, and it was shocking just how much are illegal and what aren't now. So if you've got a knife and you take it into your police station, there's a form and you can basically claim back £10 per blade, or if you've got the receipt and the value, you can claim that back. Caveat to that, you need 3. If you're claiming for £10, you need a minimum of 30, so you need 3 knives to dispose of. Now, me personally, I've only got one that's going to fall into the category that needs disposed of. I will be cutting up with a grinder and disposing of it in that manner. How you choose to do it is entirely up to yourself. I'm going to link the government website and all the relevant details anyway, but the short form is, like I just discussed, over 8 inches and one other feature, right? So that feature could be, like I just said, more than 2 inches of serrated edge, more than one hole in it, right? Multiple blades, multiple points I should say, and also it could have graphics, anything like that. But there's a big list of what it actually needs to be illegal, and it's fairly straightforward. You'll not be left in any doubt. But just to give you an idea, that's perfectly fine, right? That's fine. That's not a problem. This one is also fine. For one, it's under 8 inches, and secondly, it's less than 2 inches of serrated edge on it. So that's fine, that's not a problem either. This one, it's just on the 8 inches mark, right? But it's only got one hole, so that's fine. If it 2 or more, one extra one on top of that, it would be illegal. It's under 2 inches just on the serrated edge, so again, that qualifies, it's fine. There's no problem with that. So under 2 inches of serration, right? Under 8 inches of blade, one hole or less, not a problem. It's perfectly fine. This one, obviously, under 8 inches. Most men will have a problem with scale in inches anyway, as we tend to exaggerate these things, honest. And we've got this one. Again, under 8 inches in blade length, also under 2 inches of serration. And there's actually a bit of literature on this one as to what qualifies as more than one point, right? Because you've got a point here and arguably the gutting section here, you might think that's another point. Well, it's not, right? That's perfectly acceptable. And there is drawings on the government website as well, and there's literature on that, but that's fine. But what isn't fine is this one, and I'll explain why. So it's obviously over 8 inches. Okay? And it's got multiple holes. So straight away, we're over 8 inches and we've got a qualifying issue there. So the qualifying issue is we're over one hole, right? So it's got more than one hole, it's got to go in the bin. If it had serration on here, but only one hole, and it was up to this size, it would be in the bin. And more than one point, so multiple tips on here, like prongs, that sort of thing, or spikes, it's for the bin. So you don't even have to have it in a public place anymore. If it's in your house, it's still illegal, right? And we're talking jail time for these, if you've got anything like this. If you're not sure, right, check with the police if you have to. Obviously, be careful, don't walk into a police station waving a knife about, folks. Common sense here has got to come into it. But unless it's a particularly expensive knife, if you're in any doubt at all, considering what the penalties are, get rid of it. Don't keep it in the loft, don't keep it in the shed, don't hide it thinking it's going to be okay. It's not worth the risk for a knife. You can get one that's perfectly legal, that doesn't have any potential issues, right? Just get another one. Get rid of it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it to you. It's not worth it to your employment. It's not worth it to your family, okay? For a bit of metal. Get rid of it. So have a look. Have a look at the links that I'm going to put at the bottom of it. As always, glad to hear your thoughts in the comments, and I'll see you guys soon. Take it easy. Bye bye.
Out in the woods where the old barn stands, got a bunker stocked with cans and plans. Solar panels on the roof, catch a Tennessee sun. EcoFlow power banks, boy, I got a ton. When the world's gone crazy and the power lines fall, I'll be sipping sweet tea and feeling 10 feet tall. Fridge hums quietly, cooking supper on the stove. Living off the grid, man, I'm in prepper mode. I'm prepared for anything, come rain or shine. From the city blackout to the long winter time. With my EcoFlows running, I'll never be alone. Living lights on cooking, I got a self-made throne. Neighbors call me paranoid, but I just smile sweet. Got a generator humming and a pantry full to eat. Water keeps running from my own dug well. Lots of simple heaven in this prepared paradise, I tell. The city end is near, but I'm not scared. I've been ready for years, and man, I'm prepared. Friends can join in when their comfort cease. In this prepper's life, we'll all find a little peace. I'm prepared for anything, come rain or shine. From the city blackout to the long winter time. With my EcoFlows running, I'll never be alone. Living nights on cooking, I got a self-made throne. I got a self-made throne. Neighbors call me paranoid, come rain or shine. From the city blackout to the long winter time. With my EcoFlows running, I'll never be alone. Keeping lights on cooking, I've got a self-made throne. Neighbors call me for everything, come rain or shine. From the city blackout to the long winter time. With my EcoFlows running, I'll never be alone. Keeping lights on cooking, I got a self-made throne.